Guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is the 2-month update for Kingston, and I'm just going to go over some of the stuff that I went over in the last video, just give you an update on everything that's going on, and then maybe touch on a couple things that he's progressed on since a month ago. So a lot changes in a month with the baby. So the first thing that I want to talk about is his weight and height. So he is now currently 12.5 pounds and 23.5 inches, so almost 2 feet. And I believe the last time he was 10.5 pounds, so he's gained 2 pounds, and he was 21.25 inches. So he's definitely growing. He's actually growing pretty fast, a lot faster than Tenley. He is totally out of newborn. He's can wear 0 to 3 months, but I can put him in 3 months and it doesn't look like he's swimming in it. So we're going through clothes pretty quickly. So breastfeeding is going good. Nothing has really changed, no issues. I'm not really pumping that much right now because he's not taking a bottle. We have tried. The doctor's given us some suggestions to try, which, because I'm sleep training him right now, I just don't want to overwhelm him with tons of new things. So focusing on one thing at a time. So once he's established in his sleep training, that I will probably introduce that bottle a little bit here and there until I can get him to fully take a bottle, because we are going on a trip when he's about 4 months old and I won't be there, so he needs to take a bottle if he wants to eat. We've already paid for the trip, so I really don't want to cancel it. So yeah, so not taking a bottle, but breastfeeding great. Gaining weight, obviously. I'm feeding him right now. I think I already mentioned that. So going on to sleep training, that's been a nightmare. I think that maybe he was just too young, and maybe I just haven't been consistent enough because of everything that's been going on with the holidays, that there were some nights that I couldn't sleep train him. So I have a plan right now, and he just farted or pooped, one or the other. I have a plan now, and I'm sticking to it pretty well. I've got it, I'm going by the Ferber schedule to a T. So 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and then the next day you do 5, 10, 12, and so on and so forth. So I've been also doing that with nap time. So it's going. The first night was pretty rough. Last night wasn't so bad. Naps have actually been pretty great. He hasn't taken a nap yet today, so I will continue to do the same process for his nap today. But with that being said, he is sleeping in his own crib now, all by himself. I'm not sleeping in there anymore. When we got back from Big Bear, he pretty much in Big Bear, he slept through the night. He would sleep from, I'd say like 9, 10 o'clock until 4 or 5 in the morning. So I wasn't having to do that middle of the night feeding at 2. So it's a lot easier for me to sleep in my bed and then just go and get him at 4 and bring him into our bed. Or I can just leave him in there after I feed him, depending on how tired I am. So he is a big boy now, sleeping in his own crib, own room, all by himself. And he has been pretty much sleeping until about 4:30, 5 o'clock, 5:30. Today he slept until about 4:30, and I fed him, and then I put him back to sleep in his crib, and he slept until I had to wake him up at 9. So he probably would have kept sleeping if I didn't wake him up, but we had to get Tenley to dance class, so I unfortunately had to wake him up. But that's been going great. But yeah, sleep training, not so much. It's just taking forever, and I keep telling myself, you know, just wait, but then I'm like, no, really need to do it, because I need to be able to put him down at night and leave him so he can go to sleep. And we're still doing it, but he's doing so well. I'm so proud of him. Another thing that is, happening now with 2 months is he is smiling a lot, like crazy smiling. He started smiling a little bit after his month. He turned a month, and he is a smiler. Oh, I love it. Big, goofy smile, 2 dimples. He also is starting to do a lot of cooing and making some noises, which is a lot of fun. He doesn't do it as often as Tenley did. She was a big talker, but when he does it, it's amazing. It's so sweet. So that's been a lot of fun seeing that. Tenley and Kingston are getting along great. They love each other. Tenley is just so sweet with him. If he spits up, she goes and wipes it up. She brings me things that I need if I'm feeding him and I need some things. She's just so great. She's constantly like, if he's crying, she'll go up and pat him and try and shush him. She's doing really well. So haven't seen any aggression. Oh geez, cat butt. Sorry guys, sit down, go to sleep. Haven't seen any aggression towards him in a while. So that's been really good. The hard part with, I think her and him is when we're putting them to sleep at night, because I put him to sleep because I'm feeding him, and Jake has to put Tenley to sleep, and a lot of times she wants mommy and she can't have mommy because mommy's, dealing with Kingston. Eventually, Jake will be able to put him to sleep once he's taking a bottle and stuff. Jake can put him to sleep, and I'll be able to attend to Tenley every once in a while. So, but for right now, everyone's just got to suck it up. One thing that I didn't really mention in the last update is that Kingston has a little issue with his kidneys, and they found it on the ultrasound when he was still in my belly, and it looked like they weren't sure. The kidney looked abnormal. It turns out there's 2 cysts in his kidney. So this last month, at like 6 weeks, he had a ultrasound to see what they look like and what his prognosis is, and he's stable. There's really nothing, the kidneys or the cysts aren't affecting anything right now, so they're going to check him again in 6 months, so I'll give another update then. But he basically, if the cysts move, they could possibly block his kidney, and then his kidney wouldn't be working properly. So that's, an issue. So if he stops peeing or something like that, then, there's some concern, and I would need to call the doctor or take him to the ER. But as of right now, everything's good. Nothing to be concerned about. We'll just keep checking it. The doctor says a lot of times that the cysts just disappear on their own, and we'll never have to worry about it. So praying that is the case with him. But from the looks of the ultrasound, the last ultrasound I had, which was close to like, I think it was like 30 weeks or maybe a little bit later, they haven't changed. So they're still the same size as they were then. So you can pray for Kingston, as we will be. One thing that he is doing a lot now is he's a lot more focused. He definitely looks at our eyes a lot more. We can put toys in front of him and he'll stare at them. He has this little star that lights up and plays music, and he just loves it. He just biggest smile on his face. He can only take it for so long though, because then I think it gets overstimulating. But yeah, he loves that. And then he also, for tummy time, doing really good with tummy time. He's got a really strong neck, and he doesn't really care when he's on his belly. Like Tenley didn't like it, and he's fine with it. He just sits there, and when he gets tired, he'll put his head down, but he doesn't fuss about it. So that's really great. In his month update, I mentioned he was extremely gassy. That has now subsided. He's no longer gassy unless I have my whey protein shake, and then he's just crying for hours. So I still have to watch what I eat. Whey, if you don't know, is like it's the protein from milk, so it is milk based, dairy based. So I can't have that right now until his stomach's a little bit more mature. But other than that, his gassiness has gone away. He's a really good, happy baby, very content, extremely flexible as far as with our schedules, and just go with the flow. You okay? He's preferring to suck on his hand than eat. That's how he soothes himself now to get to sleep, is he sucks on his hand. Trying to get him on a sleep schedule. So I've been putting him down for naps in his crib. He napped yesterday twice. So woke up in the morning around 7, napped around like 9:30 for a couple of hours, and then napped again around I think like 1 or 2 for a couple of hours, and then he was up until bedtime, which my bedtime I start at 7:30 for him, because it can take me about an hour to get him to go to sleep or get him drowsy to where I put him down in the crib. Other than that, everything is going great, and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and comment below if there's anything else that you want me to go into detail about, maybe more detail about breastfeeding or his sleep training schedule. I do want to, once sleep training has been successful, I would like to do a sleep training video just to give you ideas and what was successful with Tenley, what was successful with him. And yeah, so comment below, and also comment if there's something that you want to know about him on his 3-month update. So anything that maybe I didn't mention. All right, guys, thank you, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. You want to say bye-bye? You want to say bye-bye? Say bye-bye. Oh, hello. Hello. Hello, 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 Chunk. Hello, Chunk. I eat those cheeks. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye.